All right. Hello, everybody.
Oh, we're starting now.
I mean, yeah. Welcome
I wasn't
to, what is this, episode 12 now, right?
Yeah, it's episode 12 now.
Yep, because last episode was about the conspiracy theories and the documentaries that we were watching.
And then how we tried to change our name and that just did not work.
Yeah, and we already changed it again from, there was Litbois, and now it's just back to livewithjm.
Yeah, that's our username, right? Or at?
Yeah, that's our username. Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
Anyways.
okay.
But yeah, welcome to episode 12, guys. So I don't know if you've noticed, but this is already sounding way different than our previous recordings, our last 11 episodes. Were all recorded with a Blue Yeti microphone, which worked great for us. But now we have a little bit more of an optimal setup. And I mean, how do you feel about it, babe?
I don't know. I feel really professional right now.
It does feel different. So we actually have two XLR microphones with some mic boom arms hooked up to a, what do you call it? Well, it's a sound mixer board and audio interface kind of combination, and then we have some headphones hooked up to it. We got a whole bunch of new equipment, but it definitely hopefully will make the podcast itself sound better. I
feel like we already sound better because I can hear you differently.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a change. It feels good. It feels different. I don't know, just weird.
It does feel weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel different for sure.
Yeah, it's cool though. I enjoy it. We're going to start doing lives in June. We have to figure out when and, how we're going to be doing that. But that's kind of when we have our first live slated to start.
And that's going to be on our Instagram.
Yeah, we'll let y'all know. Oh, wait, what do you mean our Instagram?
I thought we were going to do live on our Instagram. Or was it going to be on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. No, I mean, yeah, we're going to post clips on our Instagram from our live, but we're going to be doing full live episodes on Instagram. Or, I mean, on YouTube.
See, this is why I'm confused.
No, yeah, we're going to be doing full live episodes on our YouTube channel, which we just started, so make sure to go follow that or subscribe. And
like,
keep,
share.
keep in tune. Stay tuned on the YouTube channel for our live episodes. We'll update y'all through
that
Instagram.
Little button. What is it? It's like a little bell.
Yeah,
so it reminds you.
Hit the bell so it reminds you on when we upload. Stuff like that. That's pretty cool. We're going to be like YouTubers now. But not really.
That's funny.
We're podcasters, but we're posting to YouTube. Anyways, that's a little update on that. I don't know. It feels, what also feels weird? Because we're recording at like 5 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon, which is the earliest we've ever recorded.
Yeah, we usually post when it's like dark outside.
Yeah, we'll record when it's already 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and it's such a different vibe. It's so bright in my room right now where we're recording at, and I'm not used to it. It's kind of weird.
It's true. It is weird. We're in like so many different settings. I can see your window. I'm used to seeing a wall.
Yeah. Anyways, topic of today's episode, babe. What are we doing?
We are actually talking about our summer bucket list because summer has started for us. So that's really exciting.
Yes. School ended for us a week ago and it feels great. I love being in college because honestly, it feels like it's not as much work, but at the same time, it feels like it's even more.
Yeah. I think there's like seasons in the semester.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, in the beginning, you're chilling, you're just reading.
Yeah.
And then like midway, they hit you with like 30 things. And it's like, why didn't you give me like honestly, a gradual?
St. Mary's has been hitting you with way more stuff than UTSA.
I feel so upset about that.
Like,
honestly.
It's just been so much more easy for me, it seems like. It could also be my degree too, because you're doing English and you're doing pre-law. I'm doing real estate and finance business degree, which it's just a lot of math more than anything, and then learning the business side of real estate, hence it being a business degree.
Yeah, I don't know, but people make it seem like a business degree is so easy, but I feel like it's equally as hard as any degree.
I think any degree is hard in its own way. Maybe at the beginning it might be easier, but definitely once you get into those upper level courses, it's hard. And
because I feel like my English degree is so easy.
Yeah.
But like nobody talks about an English degree, and I'm like, do they even know that's a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. They're like business degrees just get so much flack, and I'm like, I mean, it's not even. I wouldn't say it's super easy, because when I was doing my biology stuff, I mean that was still pretty easy. It was just me looking at. It wasn't so much how hard it was going to be, it was just how long it was going to take. I personally did not want to be in school that long, and so that's why I made the executive decision for myself to switch to business, because I was going to be able to get into a higher paying job, make a name for myself at a much earlier age than I would have if I went the medical route.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we've been in college a lot longer than we have been because you've changed your degree so many times.
Right.
And every time you've done that, it like adds a year into my head.
Because
you're like, oh, I started with engineering. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to do a medical field. And then it's like, oh, now I'm in business. And I feel like it's 3 years already. I feel like I should be done.
It's been crazy. But I'm so happy now in the current thing because I'm really good at math. And it's not this complicated algorithmic math that is very science-based. It's all about studying future growth, future revenue growth. And some of those equations can get complicated, but if you practice them enough, and I think that's with anything, if you practice it enough, then it becomes easy to understand, and it's almost like secondhand. And another thing that I learned too was how to use Microsoft Excel. And that's a really cool tool, actually. And I put on my resume that I'm proficient in Microsoft Excel, and I've yet to take the certification, but I'm confident in my skills in it, that if I, need to make a spreadsheet for anything, that I'm sure I could execute it in pretty much no time at all, because it really as simple as entering in a couple lines and then using flash fill or copy and paste the equation over the course of the entirety of the spreadsheet, and it'll do the work for you. And it's pretty crazy. Like once you learn it, it's easier than you might think it is.
Yeah, my mom, that's like something she tried to show me when I first got my credit card.
Yeah.
She was like, look, if you want to budget, you just put this equation in and you do it. And I feel like she should teach me that again because I already forgot.
That's great. That's the smart way to budget. I just give myself $50 per week, but in reality, it's you more so want to budget percentage wise rather than a fixed amount, because giving myself a fixed amount isn't the smart way, because I might make way more one week than I'll make the other. And so if you budget using percentages, it'll be put away 10%, keep 30% for spending, and then the other 70% or the other 60% you can use for investing, or you can use for other savings or anything like that. And that's really how you want to go about budgeting. And so that's what I want to eventually do. But right now I'm just giving myself a hard cap of 50 a week. The rest is just, saving up to eventually invest 1,000 in some sort of index fund or whatever. And I don't know. It's crazy. I need to get better at budgeting, honestly.
I feel like that's how mine is. I think it's simpler though, because it just depends on how I get paid.
Yeah.
Well, not how I get paid. I know I'm gonna get like 100 or 200, for each paycheck or more. So I put at least 200 away into my savings for law school every 2 weeks because I get paid every 2 weeks.
That's pretty solid, honestly. I think it's crazy. There's so much stuff to save up for. It almost feels
overwhelming.
It feels overwhelming at times, a lot.
And I feel like I'm not prepared for that. Like nobody taught me. Like my mom and my dad obviously always promoted, oh, you need to save and look forward to the future and future expenses. So I know how to do that, right? But I don't know like the efficient way to do that. I'm finding it out by myself.
Yeah. And I feel so broke at times because my checkings account it's at an all-time low for sure. But that's because I'm putting so much more of my money into investments, and I look at my bank account and I see a low amount and I feel like, damn, I don't have a lot of money. But in reality, it's a large majority of the money that I have is in investments. And so I have, I'd say a decently significant net worth for my age.
But I think so.
I just don't have immediate access to it because it's all in investments and things of that matter.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I have 2 CDs. One of them my parents did start when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I would have money for, like, college if they weren't able to already help me.
Yeah.
But thankfully, they were able to help me, right? So that CD is initially going to go into my law school.
Yeah.
So I've already had money saved up there from them, right? But I don't count that.
Okay.
I count, like, the CD I made, I think, like, 2 years ago. And then the money I've been putting into my savings and then my, like, debit or checking thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Man, we really got off track there. We were topic of today's episode. And then, yeah, okay. So go to reintroduce the topic.
Okay, so we're actually supposed to be talking about the things we want to do in the summer.
Yes, summer bucket list. We are so excited for this summer just because, I don't know, it just feels weird. We had one whole year of college, our first year of college. Now we're quite literally adults. I mean, I know when we turned 18, we were considered adults, but it feels different now. I feel more independent in a sense.
Well, it's because you're going to turn 20.
I am going to turn 20. Holy shit, that's crazy. I'm turning 20, and I know some people are like, it's just a birthday, or 20 is not that crazy. 21's where it's at, but like I hear 20, and I think
you're like, oh my gosh.
I know I'm turning into an adult. Bananas. And I don't know, I'm happy about that.
Maybe that's why like this summer feels so different.
It does. It feels good. And I am excited. So let's go ahead and start off with some of the little things that we want to do here in San Antonio. I know we had made a little list. We want to go to places like the Botanical Gardens, the zoo.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so on our Instagram, we're trying to post more pictures of ourselves, but we can't get those nice poses down. Like, we see pictures. I think we just need to practice more in private. Because we'll try to execute these pictures in poses that we've never done.
In public.
And it's like, shit.
It already feels awkward because we've never done it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, all these people are looking at us.
Yeah. I think it's just going to take practice. But I think the more we get it down, we're just going to look bomb.
Yeah. We also need to coordinate what we're wearing because we don't do that.
Yeah. We also need to do that. Anyway, so small things. We want to get coffee often. We want to try different drink places.
Yeah, for our lives, we actually want to have like coffee or boba or
some sort of drink.
Yeah.
Like it'll almost be the drink of the live. And we'll, poke the straw in or whatever and take the first sip on the first few minutes of the live and, start that off that way. And so that's super exciting. I think that's a bucket list item, is to do our first live, to grow our podcast, and to broaden our reach. I want our audience to grow more organically than artificially.
Yeah.
But that's just something that we have to, branch out and reach out to people, tell them to share our podcast. It's just, I don't know, man. It's scary. I'm scared of contacting other podcasts, asking them to, support us, follow us, share us if you can. And it's just, I don't know. It's weird. But it feels good when they respond back and they're like, sure. And they follow us, share us on their story.
Everyone seems so nice. Like when they respond,
yeah,
I'm like, I love you.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's a bucket list item, growing our podcast.
Yeah. And then we also want to go shopping.
Oh, yeah. So in July, we're going to be we have a shopping center here. We were going to go to the Outlets, which is in San Marcos, but we're actually going to stay here in town and go to a shopping center called La Cantera.
Yeah, just because we liked going over there, but it was also a long drive and then a long drive back.
Yeah.
So.
And I really only wanted to go to like one store, and shit,
I only wanted to go to one store too.
An hour drive for 2 different stores. We'd rather just stay here. And we've also never actually just shopped at La Cantera. We've gone so many times, so weird. But we'll only go to one store. Like this time we're giving ourselves like a $300 budget, and we're going to just, like
$25 is for food though.
Yeah, 25 each, so like 50, because we're most likely just gonna eat at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, but we want to try, like they have this new pretzel station.
Oh yeah.
And then that boba place too.
Oh yeah, that boba place I want to try. I personally don't like the tapioca. Whenever I get boba tea, I just get the tea part, or I'll get like a juice refresher. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just don't like the tapioca. It's weird. I'm trying to drink. I don't want a solid in my mouth. It feels weird.
It's not even like a solid. It's like squishy.
It is, but I mean, it's still solid. It's not like liquid.
Okay, fine.
I just don't like it. I don't even like the tapioca pudding anyways. Like, even if it wasn't like in the boba, I still wouldn't eat it by itself.
Oh, I wouldn't eat it by myself.
Yeah.
Or by itself.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Sorry, you made like a funny face.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, we're going to La Cantera. That should be really fun. I'm trying to get like a backpack, another pair of Converse, maybe some Vans. I don't know, a sweater because they're cheaper during the summer than they are during the winter.
I'm trying to get new Vans because we have matching Vans, and I guess we kind of have matching Vans now too. Yeah. Because you got white ones.
I did get white ones,
but that wasn't our intent.
Yeah.
So I want like other matching Vans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I want like more jean shorts because I forgot because we're in college now. I can literally wear whatever I want to class.
There's no dress code at college. Well, I'm sure if you like walked into class with like your titties out, they'd be like, okay. Let's Mrs. Jimenez, that is unprofessional attire.
They would not allow me in law school anymore. They'd be like, one strike and you're out.
They'd be like, Your Honor, just like nips out.
Hey,
like, what is happening?
Okay. That would be so funny.
Damn.
No, I'm not sure. Like, I don't think St. Mary's has a dress code.
I mean, they are like a Christian
that's what I mean.
university.
Like, I just don't know. I haven't looked into it because I haven't gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was thinking about that. And
I'm sure they're more laxed than high school. Man, those dress codes in high school were so stupid.
Oh, I know.
I hated it. I was like, they were talking about, you're distracting the boys. And I was like, what?
Oh,
honestly,
at our assembly, they did it to where it was like girls and boys were separate by grade. And our vice principal, who is also a woman, was like, stop dressing for other people. And like, you're being distracting.
I know. They're just
me over here in leggings and a sweatshirt. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Like, I'm sure that there's some girls and some guys who do dress in order to get attention, right? On both genders, Yeah,
and it's like, but mainly people dress for themselves because they feel nice in it.
Exactly. Like, I bought tank tops because I was getting, bigger in the gym and I wanted to see myself, in that. I was trying to show off to myself. I wasn't really dressing for anybody and I was just dressing for myself.
Yeah, it just made me...
I was proud of my work,
Exactly, and you should be. And I think no matter what gender, like, you should be allowed to dress like that and not be told, oh, you're being distracting. Yeah. Because they're like, oh, girls can't have their shoulders out. And I'm like, I see these guys in tank tops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you don't think that's distracting? It's not.
It is not distracting.
Either way.
In the slightest. I'm sure that there's guys out there who will get horny at the slightest bit of skin. Or, I mean, I'm sure girls too, but it's mostly guys. Come on, let's be real here. But it's inevitable, man. I mean, they're going to find something. If there ain't skin out, they're going to find some shit. And honestly, you just got to live life and ignore that. You know what I mean? And, like, I mean, even with girls, they'll wear leggings or whatever and be like, you can't be doing that because your butt's, like, out there. And it's like, well, I mean.
My butt's out there with jeans.
Exactly. I mean, and some girls, like, work for their ass. And they should be proud and show it off. You know what I mean? Like, that's. What? Oh my god. Okay, that did come off kind of sus. I meant like you're working on your butt at the gym, and I like how I'm working on my legs and I'm working on my arms and stuff in my chest. Yeah. Like, we should be proud to show off what we're working on. And it's like, it's not even sexual or anything like that. It's just we're proud. We want to show off.
It's like with anything. Like, oh, you do good in school and you get into a good college, or you get into college.
You want to show that off, right?
Exactly.
Like putting whatever school you go to in your bio on social media.
It's just like that. It's just different.
You're just showing off, or even just other clothes that we might think look nice. Like,
but yeah, that's basically why. Like, we want to go shopping. That's why I want to go shopping, because I can dress like whatever I want to dress like now. Yeah, well, not whatever, but want to
update my wardrobe a little bit because I wear pretty much nothing but basketball shorts and a dry fit t-shirt, and I feel like I could definitely update my style. I've updated it here and there. I think I do have some pretty solid fits in my closet, but I rarely bring them out. Mostly due to lack of confidence, but the more that I wear them, the more confident that I get and the more willing that I'm able to try new styles. Because, I mean, on many occasions, my friends have told me it's all about how you own it. And it's just about going out there and finding out what suits your body. Because there's definitely body types.
It's true.
That fit a certain style. And I think I know what fits my body type, but I'm just nervous to wear it out in public and really own it. And then I get uncomfortable because I'm so nervous. I start sweating, and then I associate that uncomfortable feeling with that outfit, and I never wear it again.
You're like, nah, I sweated in that. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. Like some shirts, they grab like too much of my arm.
Yeah.
And it's not even that they look tight. It's that they feel tight around my arm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is that? So I never wear the shirt again. And it looks nice overall. But because I like feel the slightest bit uncomfortable, I just never wear it again.
Man, crazy shit. Honestly, that La Cantera trip is going to be so fun. It's right here in town, so we can stay there for longer and not worry about a long drive back.
And I feel like they have more food.
They do have more food options. Holy buckets. That food court at the outlets was so disappointing. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to go back to the outlets at some point, but I think for our little date, the La Cantera shopping center is just going to work great.
Yeah, just because it's also only us.
Yeah, it is only us. Like, these are all like things that we want to do. There are 2 things though that we're going to do with our family, which is also on the bucket list. We want to go to the beach, and we're going twice
in the same month.
At the beginning of the month, I'm going to be going with Marisabel and her family, and that should be really fun. I'm excited.
Me too. I'm trying to get a tan.
We recently a tan. That's pretty funny. I'm going to get a tan, like, for sure.
Yeah, but it's questionable.
You got to work for it.
Yes,
you got to be out there for a minute. I stand outside for 5 minutes, and it's like, whoa,
I know,
golden
you get
bronze.
You get a whole like 3 shades darker.
It's bananas.
I stand out there for 5 minutes, and I get lighter. Like, I don't know how that works out.
Just reverse. No, but today, at the time of this recording, we actually went to Target, and we got kind of matching swimsuits. You got a top that kind of has like a pink and purple vibe going on.
Yeah, and it had a peach, and so it
was like a salmon peach sort of thing.
Yeah, I thought that would look nice on you when I saw the color, and it was like different. So I got that top, and then we went to the guys section, and Julian literally found like the same peach.
It was crazy. Yeah, so I have some peach. It was just plain peach swim trunks, and then yesterday, I actually went with my dad. We're going on. So I'm actually going on a 3rd beach trip like this coming weekend. I'm gonna be doing a fishing competition. So that's pretty exciting. That's gonna be the first time I've ever done something like that. But I went to Academy and I got another pair of swim trunks. It's like a pastel blue with these nice white flowers with dark blue leaves on them. It looks really nice personally.
And the blue is kind of like, it's a pastel blue, but then it has like a hint of gray.
Yeah.
And I think that looks really nice.
It does. And they fit great. My swim trunks have always either been too small or too big, and these just fit just right. And I am so excited to wear them because every time I go to the beach, if they're too big, then they start sagging because of the water. And I'm having to pull them up constantly. Or on the opposite end of the spectrum, I'm having to pick them out of my ass crack because they're like going up. And I'm like, oh no. Or they're super tight on my junk. And I'm like so nervous that people are going to see like this bulge.
Okay.
It's so scary.
That's so funny. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I remember one time I wore, and this is how I knew, because I had worn just a regular pair of basketball shorts to go swimming. And I learned to never do that again because I got out and there was just this fat imprint of my junk just there because the basketball shorts just stuck to my leg.
That's crazy.
But I was also wearing regular underwear, so it all got wet and just like suctioned onto my leg. It made it look bigger than it was, so that was flattering.
Okay.
But
you're talking about it so much. Or like my titties. What is this episode? We're
anyways, so yeah, that I decided to never do that again because it was just all out there and crazy stuff. But these swim trunks I'm excited to wear. I think they're going to look really nice. They fit nice. They're not too loose, not too tight. And I think they're going to look really nice whenever we go on this 2nd beach trip as well with my family at the end of the month.
Yeah, and then I have a like bikini top that matches his flowers on his pastel blue swim trunks.
Oh yeah. So we're going to be kind of matching. It's going to be, I'll have a design and then she's wearing a solid color, and then I'll have a design on mine and she's going to be wearing a solid color. Oh wait,
that was the same thing.
That was the same sentence.
I'll be wearing a design.
She'll have a design,
and he'll be wearing
I'll have a solid color. Holy buckets.
That was funny. I like heard you and I was like, did I hear wrong?
I know. I thought I was saying the same sentence too, but I just kept going. And then I saw your face and I was like, I definitely said the same sentence.
You said, I'm just keep rolling with it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Anyways, that's some exciting stuff. I'm hyped. We're gonna be staying at a nice Airbnb
Oh, yeah.
And whenever we go with your parents, are we going to be staying at an Airbnb or a hotel? Do you know?
It's an Airbnb, but it's a condo.
Oh.
So we're right on the beach.
That's going to be so boys.
So that's crazy.
I'm so hyped for all of these, like these beach trips. I just love the beach. It's so nice. I love the smell of the ocean, the salt water.
Me too.
I love hearing the seagulls. I love hearing the water. That is my dream. When we get older and like we're retiring, kids are moved out, I want us to just pack up and live on the beach. Not even playing. Like that would be so boys. if not live on there.
No, like I definitely want to have a beach house.
Definitely have a beach property. So that way maybe, life is just boring here where we live and we're like, let's just go live in the beach house for like a month and then we'll come back.
Yeah, that would be so cool. And then
right?
We'll have the beach house and we'll be living here and then we can just rent it out.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to be making passive income. That's the goal too. Eventually, when I'm older, I want our passive income to exceed our living wages that we're receiving from our jobs. Because in that instance, then we could retire so much earlier and just live off of properties and other investments that we have.
It's going to be so nice.
That's the goal.
This is why I have to be a lawyer.
It's bananas. Yeah, I think real estate's a great thing to get into also for that.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely make a lot of money.
Any job, I feel like, as long as you're smart with your investments, there's definitely room to make passive income that will eventually exceed your living expenses. And so, yeah, that's the goal. That is a long-term goal, not a summer bucket list goal.
But, we'll still be saving up money.
Definitely.
That is on the bucket list for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so those 2 beach trips going to La Cantera. There's one more major thing that we want to do. Me and Marisol, we're actually planning a little day trip to Austin. And that should be really fun. I'm excited. What did we say that we wanted to do in Austin? You have a little list, right?
Okay, yeah. So let me see if I can get it real quick.
All right, yeah. Well, she's pulling that up. I recently got a cooler from my dad. It's like one of those handbag coolers. And I'm just going to start keeping that in my car, honestly, because Marisol will be thirsty or I'll be thirsty. And we already ran out of water in our bottles. So I'm just going to start keeping waters on deck in my car. And that will definitely be coming with us to Austin. But you brought it up?
Yes. Okay. So we made a list, I think, 2 weeks ago. Okay. Or maybe a week ago. Because we were super excited to go to Austin.
We could go.
And we all get copyrighted for that one part.
Over.
Okay. But yeah. So the first thing we want to do before we go to Austin is actually get breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where we're going to get breakfast, though. But we want to get it
Probably
when
a
we're
restaurant,
on the road.
If I would...
I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I thought we were going to be eating and driving. We haven't talked about it this much.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get it from a restaurant inevitably, but we'll eat on the road. Oh yeah, that's also, we were gonna try and do a podcast on the road to Austin.
We're gonna see how that works out though.
Yeah, we're gonna practice. I don't know if that'll work out the way we want it to.
We might have to do a small one first to Buc-ee's. Just to test it out.
We'll listen back on the audio because I don't think we're going to be able to bring this setup that we got going on here.
Oh, no,
we'll probably have to bring the Blue Yeti, and then we'll hook that up to our phone, and we'll record with that. And then, I think it'll work because we can hook up the Blue Yeti microphone to our phone because I'd done that when I had my old podcast a long time ago. And it'll work. It's just driving. I don't know if it's going to pick up the sound of me driving.
Or the air.
So we might have to turn down the gain like all the way and have the mic like in our mouths whenever we're talking.
That's just so funny imagining. I was trying to think about that.
Just Hi everybody, welcome back to Live Dynamo.
Okay. But after we get breakfast, whether we eat somewhere or we just pick it up and eat it on the road, the first thing we're gonna do is go to the Capitol because what the heck? The Capitol was actually open when I went. Not actually going into the building. Yeah. But the outdoor area was open.
That's so boys.
And everybody was having like a picnic or taking pictures. I saw like a bunch of people taking graduation pictures. I totally forgot it was like graduation season. But yeah, so that was really cute. They have benches, little places to take pictures. I don't know. I liked it because there were a lot of trees. Yeah. And so much greenery that you could have a picnic anywhere and you'd still like not feel the heat.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then I can use that cooler that I mentioned and we'll pack a whole bunch of...
We just bring out this massive bag.
Oh my gosh. It is kind of big, but I'd rather our stuff be cold. You know what I mean?
No, I'd rather it be cold too.
Damn, we got to figure out what we want to pack on that. There's so much stuff. Like we have a bucket list of what we want to do, but the specifics of all the stuff that we want to do is not planned.
Yes. So we have an outline.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped for this summer. It's just gonna be just so fun hanging out with you.
You're so cute.
Yeah, no. All right.
You just keep smiling. Like, you look so adorable. I keep looking at that.
All right. Moving on. So the Capitol having a picnic potentially there.
Yes, and then we want to go to the museum. I don't know what museum. We want to go to, yes, either an art museum, historical museum. I mean, I guess all museums are historical.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought about that. They really are, right?
Yeah.
But there's like a specific niche of history.
Yeah. So we want to go to one of those. I think an art one would be really cool.
I think it would
just
too.
Because Austin is around that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I love natural history museums. I always loved history class.
Me too.
Just learning though. I hated the tests. But I loved the class, but I hated the exams.
Miss Lewis is listening right now.
I loved Miss Lewis's class.
Oh yeah, me too. She made it so fun. I loved it.
It was.
Kind of sad we got cut off early.
Yeah, it was only her history class though. Government and economics, like I loved her as a teacher, but I hated the subjects.
Yeah. She explained it, but then it's like it wasn't enough time to explain everything for AP classes.
Yeah. Damn, I took economics, macroeconomics this semester, and I passed, but holy buckets, it definitely was not a good grade. I'll tell you that.
Okay, but you passed, right?
But I passed. That's right.
All right, so you're good.
Hey, C's get degrees.
Okay, but after we go to the museum, we're gonna go to Congress Street.
What
I said that weird. Congress Street.
Oh, Congress Street.
So sorry.
Congress Street.
Yes, Congress Street.
And is that where all the shops are at?
Yeah, so I went with my family about a month ago.
About a month.
Stop.
All right, yeah.
I can't focus now. Okay, that was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, stop laughing. I want to laugh.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, he's just staring at me. Like, y'all can't see this. That's why I'm not saying anything. It's like one of those killer looks too. I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so on
so
Congress Street, what's happening?
Yes, we're going to Congress Street.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of shops, so I thought we could like shop there or at least look around. They have like a Lululemon shop.
Okay.
Honestly, it looked really fancy.
Is that the one with the leggings?
Yes.
Nice.
All right. And then after we go there, there's a bunch of restaurants there too. So we weren't sure if we wanted to eat like on Congress Street or go somewhere else. But I for sure want to try a restaurant that's like family owned there. Oh
yeah, for lunch, little mama, or like one of those hole in the wall. Is that the term, hole in the wall?
What? No.
No, I've seen that. It's like you call it a hole in the wall because it's not like a established food chain restaurant.
What? No, whenever someone told me hole in the wall, it's always because the place is gross.
Oh my gosh. Damn. That's awkward. So what would you say? Mom and pop?
Yeah.
Mom and pop shop restaurant?
Yeah. Oh, I was just going to say a family business. I didn't know
business?
like what it was.
I mean, technically every business is a family business.
Not really.
No?
No.
I guess you're right.
Because the bigger ones are like chain restaurants.
Yeah, they're more corporate than anything. They don't really stay within the family, I guess.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you're right. I redact my previous statement.
All right. And then after that, they have like a little, I think it's called a plannery.
Okay.
And I want to go there.
A nursery.
Oh, okay. I said plannery. What the heck?
A plantery.
But yeah, so we want to go to a nursery for plants.
We want to get a plant.
Multiple plants.
Potentially. I want to get like a, what do you call them?
Succulents?
Yeah, squishy. She has a little succulent that I gave her. She named him Squishy.
He's not looking so squishy right now. Well, he is still squishy. Yeah. But he's like growing little things out of him.
He's like these little flower buds.
Yeah, and I want to see if they are flowers. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I don't know what succulents. Like, do they have flowers? I mean, I think some do.
They do.
But yeah, I want to get a little succulent for the podcast when we do our lives. I want to add a little green to it. And we're updating it little by little. We're going to get these big black canvases, put them behind us, make the background look a little nicer. I'm hyped for the lives. They're going to be fun. Ooh, and we can decorate for every month. So like a Halloween special, Christmas special, because we're going to do one live a month. So each one will kind of have a theme depending on the holiday during that month. Should be fun.
Yeah, I think it would look really cute. Ooh, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving.
I told my mom today, I was like, I'm so excited for Christmas. And she looked at me and she just said, why? That is so far away. That was so random. And I don't know.
It's just a vibe.
It just makes me so happy. I love Christmas.
I know. I told my dad the same thing. And he was like, no way. Christmas is too stressful. I love Thanksgiving.
That's crazy. That's odd because literally Thanksgiving and my birthday are a day away from each other. Sometimes my birthday falls on Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I want pumpkin pie now.
But I love December more. And it's just such a jolly time. I love it so much.
I love just that season. Like October to January. That's the best time of the month.
It just makes
the year.
The year. Yeah, October to January is so much fun. It just makes me so happy. It just fills my heart with warm goodness. Anyways, so I'm excited for Christmas. I'm also excited for this summer, like I've mentioned multiple times.
They're literally 6 months apart. Why are we talking about Christmas right now?
I have no idea. Anyways, okay, so going back to Austin, right? We're going to end with the nursery and then head back home.
Oh, we're actually going to stop by a gluten-free bakery.
Oh, yeah. We're going to look up a gluten-free bakery or
because
like a restaurant
Austin has so much more options than San Antonio.
Yeah.
Like they're more open to that and vegan friendly, and it's like, what the heck?
Yeah, isn't like Austin's thing, keep Austin weird, something like that, right?
Yeah, that's like the saying.
Yeah, I think it's just more so.
Like they're open.
It's like a millennial. It's a millennial city.
I guess that's also true.
You know, everybody's got ponytails and jorts.
What the heck? I have not seen that.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's like all I've seen. Like it's just guys with ponytails and jorts and really tight t-shirts with some like worn in flip-flops. That was like the style. Although it's been a few years since I've been to Austin.
I saw a few people like that when we were at the park in Austin when I was with my family. But overall, everybody was just wearing like shorts.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's hot as shit right now. So.
It's true. Or like bikinis. They were just sunbathing at the park. And I was like, that's crazy. I want to do that. Just lay there.
Mm-hmm. Just cheeks out, just bathing in the sun.
No, not my cheeks out. What the heck?
Talking about your face cheeks, honey. Damn. Get your mind out the gutter.
You've been talking about literally everything. How are you going to tell me not to?
I need to tan my butt cheeks. They are so white compared to the rest of my body.
Just go in your backyard when no one's home.
I'm not going to do that. That's weird.
You were just talking about tanning your butt cheeks. Like, did you want to tan them in the park?
Just in my front yard.
That's even weirder. Like,
yeah, I guess you're right. There's like no sun in my backyard, though. I actually know I have a deck back there. Could sit back there with Chewy, my bulldog. Just
exactly.
Cheeks out.
He'll be tanning his butt cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll also be tanning yours.
It's very true.
Flacco's white, so that's not going to work out for him.
Nope. He don't really like to lay in the sun. Chewy does. Flacco kind of stays inside. Or if he's outside, he'll sit on the concrete in the shade.
I love our dogs.
Yeah, they're cute.
Man, right. I really wanted to watch them this weekend.
Oh, yeah. This weekend on the fishing trip, I was going to leave them with Marisabel, but she's racking up some hours at her job. So I was like,
It's so nice to have a lot of money. Well, I guess a lot of money in my terms.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like,
it's a significant amount that you're going to get, I'd say.
It is. We're also getting a raise.
Mm-hmm. That's
I've
crazy.
been there like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in Chipotle was like...
It's a company-wide thing, I saw.
That's crazy. I was like, wow, came at the right time. And honestly, I feel very honored that they put me so much because that means that I'm doing my job right.
Or that they just don't have enough people to work.
Okay, listen. Listen. They have somebody else there that always does it too. But now I'm always doing it. Mm. So that has to mean something, that I'm doing it good.
I mean, yeah, you're a good worker.
No doubt. That's true. I take yelling from customers pretty good, I would say. Happened like every day that I worked. And it's not my fault either. It's like always an online order and they're upset.
Customers just always want to complain.
Yeah, and I don't even handle that. Like I help bag it, and sometimes if like I'm not busy with people on the line, then I can help them. But it's like that's not my main thing. You know, I'm supposed to like cash people out that are there in the restaurant. Those
customers that get upset, it's the ones who have never worked in the position that you're in. The ones that are really forgiving are usually the ones who have worked in that position prior and understands that sometimes you're going to run behind, sometimes mistakes are made. But then you have those who have never worked or never had to work in a part-time job like that and just had all these opportunities and the availability to just start at such a higher wage and totally skip this whole part-time part of life.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me because it's always, I can't tell people's age. Right. But if they look older to me, then I just assume that they're older, right?
Yeah.
Either like 40s and up. But it's always those people, like the older people, that give me a harder time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's crazy. because all the younger people are like below that, even like 25, that's not old, but I mean like anything below like 40 or 30, they don't give me a hard time really. Like obviously if something's messed up with their order, like an online order, I totally understand. But it's like if there's no reason to complain, then it kind of is just like, why are you yelling at me right now? But
bananas.
I feel like they see that they don't get a reaction from me because I just look at them and you can't see my face because I'm wearing a mask. And either way, my face is just like plain. Like I'm just like listening to them.
Yeah.
And I feel like because they see that I'm not giving them the like reaction they want or like freaking out, then they just leave because they're like, okay, well, bye. And I'm like, okay, cool, bye. Have a great day.
Man, entitlement is the real pandemic. No cap, no kizzy. For real. That coronavirus, that was just bringing out the worst in people. And now everybody just feels so entitled because I don't know why.
I have no idea either. It honestly got worse.
Like that gas crisis, that shit was stupid, man. They were filling plastic bags full of gas.
They said that on the news yesterday. They were like, please don't fill up plastic bags with gas. And my mom, she's not on social media, right? Or even watches the news like during the week because she's so busy. And so she was like, plastic bags. And I was like, where have you been? Like, that's been everywhere. And she was like, I wasn't paying attention to that. Like, I wouldn't think anyone would do that.
That's crazy. That's not even a sustainable way to hold the gas.
I know.
Not only is it dangerous, but then it's like, it's just going to spill everywhere. And then you're just going to have this gasoline smell in your car.
That's so gross.
Forever. That shit is hard to get out, man.
I know. What if there's like an accident? Like, everything's just going to explode.
Yeah, that is very true. That's literally the hazard.
I know. That's scary to me. Like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. Like, people just did not learn from the toilet paper crisis that overindulging or overbuying on something that is in a shortage is not going to solve the problem.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, kind of giving them a break, but it's like people react to things differently. They don't have the automatic reaction that we do where it's like, okay, then we'll just like chill out on like where we're going and stuff. It's like, oh, we need to hoard everything for ourselves.
Yeah,
and
I understand it. They kind of have that everybody for themselves mentality. Yeah. And that's perfectly okay. You know, it's kind of taking care of yourself and your own, you know, like
it's kind of just thinking like responsibly.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the whole bag, like with gas, like that's not responsible. So it's like when they do that, I'm like, how am I supposed to respect you right now? Like I understand that.
People just panic.
It's weird.
It's crazy, man. If a zombie apocalypse ever happened, I seriously don't think that we would make it through.
Oh no, we're toast. Like, I feel like I don't know. I don't even know what would
just
happen.
Based off of this, because I mean, obviously the pandemic was huge and lots of people died, but the recovery rate was pretty high, I'd say, for a pandemic. But I mean, people were still bugging out over, you know, wearing masks and all that, and it's like it is so simple to just wear a mask. And I mean, now like the mandates being lifted, people are going to be vaccinated. It's becoming safer to not wear masks in certain areas. And this would have came so much quicker if people would have just, you know, been more calm about it, followed a mandate. We could have probably been in the situation that we're in now months ago.
Yeah. And I guess I feel like that's also why I don't like react now to people or like customers that are like rude or like over exaggerating. Because it's like this pandemic already showed me more people and how they react. And it's kind of like, honestly, I don't even care anymore. Like, if you're going to be upset, that's totally on you. And if you're going to make it kind of like bigger than it has to be, like an example with the mask, like going against it and stuff, or just with anything, it's like, I'm not going to give you a reaction. And I honestly, like, I don't care what you do, like with your life, like that's all you. And these certain things are up there to like protect you. So if you don't want to take care of yourself, I'm not going to try and take care of you.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's honestly one of the reasons why I quit HEB. I loved the job and they treated me very well. And my managers were extremely kind to me, especially I started to slack at times and didn't show up to work, and they were extremely forgiving. So I appreciate them for that. But dealing with customers was already making a shift that I didn't want to show up to worse than it already was for me.
Yeah, and I feel like because I saw how much you had to go through, I was already like mentally prepared to go into like doing the cashier and stuff. Yeah,
and it wasn't even bad. It was just a stressor that I felt like I didn't need in my life. And now I am making even more money with my current occupation, which is delivering food with DoorDash and Grubhub.
Yeah. And it's like, I have to give myself the mentality that you had whenever you quit HEB. But it's kind of like, that's not our career. It's just a job that we're doing right now. So why am I going to stress out over something that isn't, not that I don't appreciate it. Like, I don't want to come off like that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, I already have a lot of things going on just with school and all the classes I take. And then the pandemic. And everybody's going through so many different things that you don't know. So it's like, why am I going to stress out over this? Because I like working where I work. But it's like, I'm not going to kill myself over it. You know, because you have to put your mental health first before. Because, I mean, who else is going to do that for you?
Yeah. And that's honestly, that's why I wasn't even bugging about it. Because it really is just a part-time job. And I really enjoyed it. And it was just time for something new. Because I had worked there for almost 3 years at that point.
Yeah.
And I was just ready to move on. Try something new. Something that was a little more laxed. And an opportunity presented itself to me to make more money. And to be more controlling over my schedule. And now I'm applying to internships that hopefully I will secure. And I'll be able to get much more valuable experience in a field that is really aligned with what I'm trying to do for my career. And so, I don't know. I'm excited. And I mean, working part-time at Chipotle is also very good. They pay good. They have great benefits.
Yeah, my managers are all really nice. And if I don't know how to do something because I'm still like relatively new, they still help me. It's not like they're like, oh, you sure know how to do that. I'm like, oh, hey, I forgot how to do this. Like, if someone wants a refund, I don't have those like every single hour. So I don't like already know how to do it. It's something I have to like continue to learn, kind of, just because I'm still new. And I think I know how to do it now, but I don't want to mess up. Because then it shows up on the cash register and it's like, oh, you're missing this amount. And it's like, no, like it was a refund. But it's like, as long as I keep my receipts, we're good. But I was really scared about that the first 2 weeks. So every time I touched the cash register, I was so scared. And now I feel like a little better just because I know what I'm doing. It's just like those things that I don't have to do all the time. It's like, I'll just ask so I'm safe about it.
Yeah, it feels good. Just being done with school, being able to focus on work, eventually move on to bigger and better things. And, you know, I just have to realize that, you know, change is good.
Yeah.
And it was time for change.
I also agree.
I feel great where we're at right now.
Me too. I'm just really looking forward to, you know, summer break. I know I'm going to be working a lot or more than I have like in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't work. So, but yeah, so that's going to be really fun. Make money and then we can do like bigger things.
Yeah, definitely. We can indulge in more pricey
Yeah, because it's like I had a lot of money saved up. I still do, but most of it was going towards law school. So it's like I wasn't trying to spend a lot because I also didn't have a job. So even though I had that money, it was like eventually I need to chill out. Yeah.
Great stuff. Damn, we really kind of went off track on that, but
that's like every episode. I mean, the last episode we did really good.
Yeah. But I mean, it feels good. It's such a natural talking point. I think trying to stay so on topic is kind of detrimental to the episode. It's definitely good to mention it, have a topic, but
yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Feels nice to just kind of go off and
yeah, because I feel like if we tried to stay exactly on one thing, it would kind of feel like stressful.
Yeah.
Or like you would feel the tension to be like, no, we need to go back to this.
Yeah, it does feel good. But I mean, I think it's kind of like a little closing point on that part of the conversation. But is there anything else on our summer bucket list? Because I mean, we had.
Okay, so to recap,
yeah,
we had going to the not the outlets. We were going to La Cantera. We are going to 2 like coast trips with our families.
Yep.
So that's gonna be really cool. And then we want to go to Austin. And then in Austin, we're going to do a bunch of things. So honestly, we have like 4 main things that we're going to do.
Those are like the bigger things. And then we have a lot of small stuff like
here in San Antonio.
Yeah, we're going to the podcast.
Like,
going to the botanical gardens, the zoo. And the zoo should be fun. I look, you want to get like a plushie or something, some sort of memento.
That'd be so cute. Oh, we should get matching ones. Or like, I don't know how to explain it.
We'll have to see. We'll see what they got in the little gift shop. But yeah, just small stuff like that. hyped. Just make some shmoolah, have a good time, just live life, breathe air,
relax.
Somehow I know we're gonna get there.
I started singing it in my head. I was like, no way. Is he quoting that right now?
Yo, did you see the new iCarly reboot?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Spencer's rich now.
Somebody commented on a TikTok and it was like, he's not rich. Like, that looks like I forgot what they said. It was like, yeah, it wasn't complimenting it. Mm-hmm. It was just, I don't know. I don't remember what it said, but it was weird. Funny.
It's going to be different. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse than the original.
I can't tell either.
Or just about the same.
I hope it's funny.
Yeah. As long as they keep kind of that same comedic style, I think it's going to really appeal to those who grew up with the show. But then again,
we also grew up.
Exactly. The audience is so much older. Babe, we're in our 20s. Going into our 20s.
I'm not even 19 yet.
We're going into our 20s. We're near there. And I mean, some are already in their 20s that grew up with iCarly and Victorious and all those shows.
Oh, yeah. My family has Netflix, so I've just been watching those. That's like the only reason I think we're keeping it right now.
I like Victorious more than iCarly.
Yeah, I've been watching Victorious because I've been staying up later because school ended.
SMH.
And I've been making blankets.
Yeah.
So I put it on whenever I'm making it, and I'm like, live life, breathe. Or like the Victorious theme song. What is it? It's like,
I don't remember.
Make it shine. Or something like that.
Something like that. I don't know. I just love Victorious more. It was just more entertaining. It's upsetting that there wasn't more. I felt like it was such an abrupt ending.
It really was. I thought they were going to make another season.
Yeah. Damn, these chairs so squeaky. I feel like those little squeaks are picking up on the audio slightly. But yeah, that's another thing. So for our live episodes, another little small goal. We are kind of, what are we at, like 56 minutes, something like that?
Yeah.
All right, a little over. We'll kind of close out the episode here in a little bit. But for our live episodes that we're going to be doing in June, I guess we'll do a little closing remarks right now. So some upcoming things. The live episodes are going to be coming in June and recurring after that once a month. So then we'll have our 2 regular episodes that come out, and then we'll have our live episode, which we're going to live stream on YouTube and then post the entirety of the episode on YouTube, some clips, significant moments that are short little, 3 to 5 minute snippets of the live episode on the YouTube channel. And then, of course, we will also post the audio for those who can't make it to the live or don't want to watch it on YouTube. But so that's pretty fun with that. But we are going to be updating. We already have this new audio equipment. I got a coffee table at a yard sale for $5 and it looks pretty clean.
It looks really nice.
Honestly, one of the best purchases I've ever made. $5 for this nice ass coffee table. It just feels so good. I don't know. I handed him that $5 bill and I was like, it was just so satisfying.
Why is that always your reaction? Like when you explain something.
Like that high pitched moan. But yeah, and so then the background, we're going to be making it look nice for the podcast, get some good lighting. And then we need to figure out our camera situation. But we're going to try and make this look as professional as possible for y'all because we want to bring y'all some quality content. Not only entertaining, but pleasing to the ears and the eyes. And so that's the goal. We want to actually get a neon sign for our background.
We're pretty sure it's going to say like either recording,
live on air, or maybe just like a mic.
A neon sign.
Yeah, like a neon sign.
Any neon sign.
Any neon sign. Honestly, just something to add some color, some vibrancy to the background.
Yeah, we got these good ideas. Y'all are just going to have to wait and see exactly what it looks like.
Our first live episode will probably not feature everything that we're trying to get, but it will feature the main things. So like those canvases that I don't know if I mentioned them, but we're getting these nice black canvases to put in the background.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay, so we're getting these nice canvases. They're black canvases, 16 by 12, I think.
No, it's by 20.
16 by 20. And we're going to be putting those in the background just to kind of give a little bit of a, not necessarily solid, but like it's the wall and then you have those. That way it's not so blank in the background. Then eventually we'll get neon sign. And then we're going to get 2 armchairs. That way you don't hear the squeaking in the background.
Honestly, I don't know if they can hear it.
Maybe. I know you were able to hear it on the Blue Yeti, but I don't know if you're able to hear it on these mics. These ones don't pick up as much as the Blue Yeti does. But yeah, we're going to get some nice armchairs that'll look nice for the podcast, but will also be comfortable and not very squeaky for us when we're recording. That's the goal, though. So by the time the live comes, we will have some new... Are you going to sneeze? You going to sneeze?
No.
Bless you.
I wasn't going to sneeze.
Oh, what was happening?
My back was hurting.
All right. Well, luckily we're at the end of the episode. One more thing before I close it out. make sure to check our affiliate links in our Twitter and Instagram bio. We have that lnk.bio link. That in that link you can see all of the links to our shows, which are on Apple Podcasts, now going to be on YouTube pretty soon here, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. Pandora is coming soon. iHeartRadio, I don't have the link up there, but you can look us up on iHeartRadio and you can find us there.
That's so cute.
And then you have our affiliate links, which are if you want to have an unlimited hosting plan, you get a month free, you get a discount on some things. Great opportunities if you're trying to start a podcast. Extremely fun. They have a free plan or they have a paid plan for unlimited audio. So definitely check it out if you're trying to get into that. If you're trying to, host some ads, or you want to put ads on our own podcast. We don't have that large of an audience, but if that's what you're looking for, definitely feel free to contact us or click on those affiliate links in our bio. And yeah, guys, definitely would appreciate the support. We got a lot of big things coming this summer. So definitely share our podcast, follow us on our social medias, and just spread the word. We would very much appreciate that.
Yes, and if you have any ideas of any other podcast topics, I know we kind of go back and forth between a few during an episode, but definitely DM us or comment on our posts. Sometimes we do stories on Instagram, even Twitter. You can also DM us, I think.
Yes, you can. I'm pretty sure I have the DMs open. I'll check after this episode. But we have noticed some of y'all's DMs, some of y'all's comments. We'll get to those in later episodes, definitely. This was just an episode that we wanted to do. So
and we're still trying to figure out the whole audio situation. So
a lot of things to figure out, a lot of things to get to. And we are just overall excited for the future of this show. And we hope that y'all are too. And we hope that you've been enjoying it. And I hope that you enjoy the new audio setup. I hope it's crisp and to y'all's liking. Let me know, and I could definitely adjust some settings. I can add effects to this shit. I mean, it's bananas what I can do with this board.
We just keep echoing
and just
every
echo.
time we talk.
I can actually do that. I can change it right now, but I don't want to jeopardize this, so we'll have to practice with that more. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of the episode. Or do you have anything else to say, babe?
Nah, I think we're all good. You covered everything.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for episode 12. Make sure to tune in to the next episode and the upcoming live, which we will keep y'all updated on. All right.
Bye.
Bye.